Hey, what's going on, everybody? Who be 186 back again with another video, and everyone made a video about this, so I might as well do my part. um, Nintendo has decided to kind of change it up with their E3 press conference. Instead of having, well, at least I said that wrong, but instead of having an E3 press conference, like a major E3 press conference, what they're going to do is they're going to hold two smaller events for, I guess, for the for retailers and publications and all that other stuff. And they'll do that. They'll still show. I'm sure they'll still reveal games at E3, but they're going to have more focus. They're going to do most of that for the Nintendo Directs and stuff like that. And me personally, I don't know how this is going to affect them in the long run. Obviously this could be a good thing for them long-term wise, because you don't have to. I would assume that you don't have to spend as much money to do this big elaborate E3 press conference. I would assume. I'm not 100% sure, but me personally, I'm a little bit disappointed because while Nintendo E3 has always been hit or miss with me. You have some years that's been really good, and then you have what happened last year, which was utter shit. But but Nintendo, they've always done a good job of presenting a presentation. You know what I mean, like with the little skits that they do. Some of it's not good. Like this, I'm assuming this right. I can't remember what year this was. I don't think this was last year. But regardless. Some of the stuff that they do is not good, but you have the presentation, you have the announcements, you have all this stuff, and you have maybe you have like a big time orchestra score of a Zelda game or something like that, and the fact that they're going to kind of not do that, it is disappointing. You know what I mean? Regardless of whether or not the content itself is good or bad. It just sucks that they won't do something like that. You know what I mean? Because no matter how awesome Nintendo Directs are or are not, they cannot replicate what it's like to announce games to a live crowd. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't. You cannot replicate that. You know what I mean? And it's a big difference between doing a taped event or something that is structured and then doing it live in front of a live audience. You know what I mean? It's a big difference. And for them to kind of not do that, it is disappointing. But at the end of the day, we have to wait and see how this turns out, because this could be something that benefits them well over time, or it could be a complete disaster. But whatever, we have to wait and see. This video, however, is really more about the new CEO of Nintendo of America, Satoru Iwata. Now he's been, he's the CEO of Japan. He's been pretty much the head of Nintendo since 2003 anyway. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to structure, he's more than likely he's the top guy. So this news of him being Nintendo America, it wasn't really a big deal for me because he kind of runs Nintendo anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me. Now, my opinion about this is this. If I'm not a fan of your product, then you're a bad CEO. You know what I mean? Like that's just how it is. If you make shit, then you're not a bad CEO. Now, obviously, you look at Nintendo's financial situation. I don't think they're in huge trouble, but let's be real. Last couple of years, they have been struggling. You know what I mean? They have been struggling with trying to make a profit and all the other stuff. And this is coming off of the GameCube, the Wii U, the DS, and the 3DS. Now the Wii, the 3DS, and the DS have sold what, let me see. The Wii U is about 90 million. The 3DS is about 30 million. The Wii and the DS has sold probably that combined. So you're talking about well over 200 million units sold between those three consoles, and yet you're still losing money. And you're still not making a profit. you're still having problems with getting third party support. Hell, the Wii U barely has first party support as it is. You have shitty launches for the 3DS, the Wii U. You have a system in the Wii that was a phenomenon, but died off quickly once the novelty of motion controls wear off, and where you struggled to sell software outside of the Nintendo stuff, and then you decide to duplicate that strategy with the Wii U, with the promise of we'll get third-party support, when you not only do you not get third-party support, but you're not even getting first-party support on the system either. You know what I mean? And the best thing that you can do, the 2 years that you decided not to concentrate on first-party titles on the Wii, the best thing you guys can do is pretty much a port of Super Mario Brothers, New Super Mario Brothers Wii, on the Wii U and Nintendo Land. Now, and look, Satoru Iwata, he comes off as a nice guy, on TV. He doesn't seem like he doesn't come off as a prick like a lot of these other CEOs. But facts are facts, man. Like, if you want, Black Swan pretty much hit it right on the head with this guy and Reggie Fils-Aimé. But I'm a country on Iwata because he's the top guy. All he does is say one thing. Then when that thing doesn't happen, he apologizes. He talks about, we learned the mistakes of the 3DS, and yet they completely did the same thing with the Wii U. The only difference is, we launched for the Mario games. And then, you have all these fanboys going around talking about how, the Wii U has games, and then the guy comes out. The first direct after the Wii U comes out and says, we apologize for the shortage of software. You know what I mean? Like, me personally, I just think that, like, regardless of the success of the units that Nintendo has sold, they're still struggling. You know what I mean? They're still not, reaching their goals. Maybe they're overreaching in their goals, maybe, but they're struggling right now. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about to the point where they're going to be, out of business or go bankrupt. I highly doubt that. But you look at the decision that this company has made over the past few years. Their decision to go with a tablet-based console that is not immersive, doesn't work, and they tried to do the same thing instead of making a console that is just efficient enough to run what a true next generation console is supposed to be able to run. And this is all happening under his watch. So why should I be excited for this guy to be CEO of Nintendo? Why should I be excited for Iwata to be CEO of Nintendo? Why should I be excited? You're just gonna make the hardware for the last 4 devices that they've come out with. The hardware has been shitty. The DS, the 3DS, the Wii, and the Wii U been shitty. Been behind the times in all of them. The only reason why they haven't suffered for the handhelds is because they don't have any competition with the handhelds. They really don't. Because as long as tablets, they're a big competition. But the tablet stuff, most kids want to play, Mario. They want to play Pokemon. They want to play those big name Nintendo titles, and the only place you can get them at is on the Nintendo handheld. You know what I mean? Most parents don't trust their kids with tablets and stuff like that, so they get them something that looks like a toy, and it looks like a child's toy, and there you have the DS and the 3DS. You know what I mean? They don't really have the same competition with the handheld that they do in the consoles. But you look at the Wii. The Wii was an underpowered piece of crap that only succeeded because of the motion controls. And then you have the Wii U, which is an underpowered piece of crap that is failing because it doesn't offer anything new outside tablet controls, and I've already explained why having a tablet controller doesn't work in this situation. If you can't take it outside, if you can't take it anywhere, the tablet's useless to you. It's useless. And I know there's some nice ways to use it, but it's not worth the $300. It's not worth the $350, especially when you're only getting 8 and 32 gigs of memory. When you can't even hot swap a fucking dumb drive. And you can't even fucking hot swap it. I did that with my PS3 a couple days ago. When it doesn't have the features that the current generation with the PS2 and the Xbox 360 has, and is struggling not so much with the games, because I can understand if the ports, if ports don't work exactly right, because it's not being built up from the ground up from the console. I can understand that to a degree, but when you have features, online features, the features that's in the console that doesn't compare to what you can get now for a cheaper price, then the system's a failure. Doesn't matter how much it sells. It doesn't matter how much the system sells or doesn't sell. The system's a failure, and that's not what the vast majority of gamers want. And Satoru Iwata he's part of the problem. I think he's part of the problem. I don't think he understands what the average gamer wants with their console. When it comes to hardware or software, I don't think he understands it. It's not so much. I don't think it's because he doesn't understand American culture. I don't think he understands what the average gamer wants with their console. You know what I mean? Like, it's like they took one step forward with adding, with some of the stuff that they were talking about with Nintendo TV and all that other stuff. It's like they took a step forward, and then they took a step back by some of the other decisions they made, like not allowing the console to play DVDs, not allowing the console to play CDs, and just all the other stuff that the system lacks as far as features go, and it's not good, and he's in charge of all of that. He's the head guy of all of that. So that's just my opinion about that. So just a quick summary. Nintendo E3. Kind of disappointed that they won't be doing a big time live press conference, but we'll have to wait and see what they really do. As far as Satoru Iwata as CEO of Nintendo, I think ultimately it's just a bad move. I don't think he's good at his job. You know what I mean? But that's just it. That's going on way too long. Anyways, Who Be 186. I'm out of here.